Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know what time it is. Meal time is here. Well, yeah, it is for the halflings. But dying time is here with Pygmy All Stars versus the Sewer Water Sallies. We are at Crawl Natal, the home stadium of the halflings, or otherwise known here as the Pygmy All Stars. We can see their team. They have a lot of very small people, but you can see also they got one big guy there. I think he's sort of a very, very overgrown hobbit. And they have a gigantic tree man, and there is our troll right there, or just big ugly guy, not a troll. I'm not sure what he is. Anyway, we got the Sewer Water Sallies, and I was just thinking, look back at the crowd back there. It does seem like they have very much of a, what do you call it, a rainbow coalition back there. Very multicultural in this halfling stadium. A lot of people who usually eat hobbits. About the only thing that the Skaven have that's other than rats are a bunch of flies. So, anyway, all right, let's see who gets the ball here. Looks like it is going to be, well, the Halfling Master Chef is going to get it. No, he's got a meal for everybody, but it's going to be zero rerolls gained by the Pygmy All Stars and none lost by Sewer Water Sallies. So I guess that he made the meal too good, not rotten enough for the Skaven. So, they're not going to get any extra rerolls, but they do have all those star players. This is going to be really, really interesting to see how they do. I mean, it looks like they have like a regular forest there, along with Morgenthorg, he's the star player, but I'm trying to figure out what exactly he is. I'm just going to call him a gigantic troll man. Anyway, Ogre, that's right, that's what he is. All right. So he's getting set up here. There were a bunch of people yelling at the screen, by the way. I heard you all. Ogre! He's an ogre! How can he be such a dumbass? That's because I am a dumbass, and I'm half drunk. I got myself my vodka and Diet Mountain Dew here. It is my trailer park drink. All right, so the halflings are in a very scattered formation. It's a lot of times all they can do. They have their strong players at the front. Morgenthorg is over there on the right. That's kind of what he is. He isn't even an ogre. He is the Morgenthorg. Meanwhile, the Skaven are putting a couple of players up there. They're having a gutter runner and a storm vermin way over on the right, like right at the line. They're kind of being indecisive on this other side. They're kind of asymmetrical here. It's a little bit interesting, but let's see what happens here. Ball is getting kicked, and they're going to try to get the ref. I'm not sure what they're going to do with the ref once they get him, but they're going to try to get him. I mean, there are no goblins here, so nobody's going to stand up for him. So they're starting off by putting Don Knotts over there by the player. I guess his Penguin is going to take him out. You know, once, finally, at last, the Penguin and Don Knotts are working together. I've been waiting for that to happen. All right, looks like Spot is going to go up there, pick up the ball. Where's he going to go? He's going to go over here. And looks like he's going to pass it to Salacious. Salacious has it. And what's he going to do? He's going to make a run for it. Oh, they're swinging at him as he goes by. Oh, and a diving tackle is going to take him. No, it's not going to take him down. He slipped through it. He's still running. He's going for the end zone. Is he going to be able to make it? This is in the first turn. And a one-turn touchdown by Salacious. Wow, what a run by this, I almost said rookie player. He's anything but. He has been building up his speed and can now get that coveted one-turn touchdown. Their cheerleaders are just super excited for him and just looking sexy as ever. Those Skaven have some magnificent legs, I tell you what. And there, everybody's cheering for him, even though they're supposed to be cheering for the hobbits. I really think they're more here to eat the hobbits. They're hoping that anybody throws them off to the side. Sorry, halflings. Sorry, pygmies. Anyway, so now the Skaven have themselves set up there. They have the line near the back with all their gutter runners, stronger players, or actually, I think wounded players near the front. No, actually, they're blockers at the storm vermin at the front, wounded players to the side. Meanwhile, you have, by the way, these are two very experienced teams. Both of them have done well in their other tournaments. Skaven have usually lost a lot of players in their various games because, well, that's what happens with Skaven. They're usually exterminated quite a bit. So a lot of them have died. A lot of them have been injured. It's interesting. The halflings are really setting up here all along the front. It's just a big straight line except for one player in the back. We are going to get a kickoff to them. It is going to be a quick snap. I like the quick fuse! For anybody who actually gets that joke, congratulations. All right. Old school Mel Brooks fan. All right, then large twin toes is heading towards the ball. He only goes a step towards it. He's just like, screw it. Oh, this is, I'm sorry, yeah, this is the quick snap. This is they're getting to be able to take a one space move. They're going to just kind of get themselves a little bit in position. And then the ball is going to come bouncing down. And I'm hearing some rolling happen around here. Oh! Snowball's getting kicked in the stomach by the gigantic tree. What is that big tree's? You know, I don't have my reading glasses on now, and I've become old. I'm old and blind, so I'm just going to have to go. There's 0-1. There's number 1. So that's about as well as I can see at the moment. Don Knott's going to get smacked around for his part in allowing the run before. He has gotten injured. His armor value is lower, so he can actually get injured or even killed easier. All right, and the penguin's going to stand firm right there. He is a glutton for punishment. And he's like, please, sir, can I have another? Or would you call a tree a sir? Whatever. Anyway, Twin Toes is not able to pick up the ball. It's fallen all over the field. And now the, what's his name? The Rat Ogre's not able to get up. The Skaven are going to get themselves up to the line there. And looks like they're going to use their blitz action here. Who is that? Stitch is gonna, he's the kicker, so he's going to kick the halfling. They show him using the hands, but I know he's using his feet. Smacks the halfling right there. And, oh, I was just thinking he could have gone further, but now we're gonna send Ratman all the way around. And you got the others, Beethoven coming behind him, and he says, no, never mind, I'm gonna go back. I don't want to go following you. And looks like they're gonna, all right, they're gonna get themselves set up just in case the halflings get there. You know, the halflings can run up there, get picked up by a tree and thrown. And like I say, these two teams, they're pretty experienced. Biscuit is knocked unconscious, so you're starting to lose the Ratman. This is kind of what's expected. You usually start losing Skaven, so they usually need to get the ball first and get that one touchdown. And then just hold off and hope that nobody gets there anymore. This is possibly going to be their only touchdown because, yeah, they oftentimes lose it. And, yeah, here Morgan Thorg's just making sure. He's like, yeah, you aren't going to go anywhere, buddy. And let Twin Toes go and get that ball. He's got it. And now he's going to head up towards the front. The referee for this halfling team has been really fantastic. He is, I mean, usually you just write off halfling teams. Oh, but there, I guess that one just could not handle. Green Blottle has gotten stunned. But it's not due to their coaching because, yeah, this team has usually done far better. Usually write off the halfling teams, but not this one. They usually wind up being far more than you expect. Although not when they get themselves injured and stunned and all that sort of thing. So they are kind of a little bit in trouble here. I certainly wouldn't ride them off despite all the troubles. Yeah, because then you get the Skaven overdoing it, doing things like this, making mistakes, trying to get into his face. And with the reroll, he manages to get there. They do have one reroll left. Oh, but now we go in for the blitz action. Going to try to take this guy down. They're not going to be able to, and he's in fact going to sidestep out of the... Oh, no, he are able to. They do not all have dodge. That's correct. All right, and then, well, Stitch is not able to pick up the ball. He's better with his feet, but now they are in a more difficult position. I was talking about how... Oh, and there, Ratman is going to be sent out to the crowd. Let's just hope there's nobody from... Oh, man, he's KO'd before he goes to the crowd, and then the crowd has their way with him. Oh, he is going to feel that when he wakes up. That's not pleasant. I'm just not even going to think about what happens. All right, so now we have the Tree Man knocking Penguin. Penguin is going to continue to stand firm despite being taken down, but he's going to still stand firm right where he is. He does not want to budge or let any field be given up. So, and Snowball is always being kicked around the field as he's been kicked around throughout this whole thing. It's kind of like ping pong. Tree Man marching back. Is he going to go try to get the ball? Well, no, he is going. Actually, he's going for the blitz action. Oh, I would not want to be that rat right now, getting kicked in the face by a giant tree. And the halfling goes. Bob Hammond is injured, or Hobhammond. He went for it a little bit too much, slipped, and broke his nose on the field. That is, wow, that is not good. They're losing a lot of, they're losing the players the way that the Skaven usually lose their players. So it's kind of opposite land here on the field. That's not going very well for them, especially because the Skaven are so quick and just running all over the field. Yeah, it's not looking too good. But anyway, all right, the ball's right there for Beethoven to pick up, but it looks like the Sewer Water Sallies are going to cover all the opposing players first. They're going to take at least one of them down to make the ball a little easier to pick up. And do they ever. All right, and now Patches has the ball. Oh, Beethoven has the ball. Picks it up despite them swinging at him. He runs it in for another touchdown. 2-0. Sewer Water Sallies. Beethoven has it, and he would be getting SPP, but this is a resurrection tournament. I actually recently learned what resurrection... I had selected resurrection to mean the undead could resurrect his players, but I didn't realize what that meant was nobody gets SPP, nobody gets injured. So I guess those people who lost players and took injuries are happy, but those people who get a lot of touchdowns like this are going to be unhappy. But nevertheless, they have 2 points now. The Halflings have a lot further to go to catch up with them. This is going to be a difficult task for them because they do not move fast. And we are already at turn 5. Oh, or is it turn 4? Turn 4. Oh, okay, they have a bit of time. They can at least get one touchdown in there. Only have one in the backfield. Skaven are going to kick it off. There's brilliant coaching from the Sewer Water Sallies. Wow, the luck is just going really far in the direction of the Sewer Water Sallies. The Pygmy All Stars are really just having a lot of bad luck. But not bad luck now, just going to kick around Snowball some more. That, you know, that's, I guess that's what he's there for up at the front, but it looks like he's enjoying a little nap down. Did he really knock him down, or did Snowball just go down for a rest? All right, the next Tree Man is going to take root. He's going for a rest. He's going to knock around Penguin. Penguin is still not going to give any ground, even though he could. I mean, he just took root, so he can't follow him up. Might as well have followed up, but, you know, the rats are not necessarily known for their intelligence. Plus, Penguin is just like, hey, I said I was going to stand here. I meant I'm going to stand here. You just go to hell. Okay, and now they're going to kick around Baldy a bit. Kick him in his bald, or throw that thing in his bald head. I would just open my mouth and, you know, have a meal out of it, but that's just me. Morgan Thorg, gonna go show him his big old muscles, having a good time, knocking down Biscuit. He's gonna have biscuits out of biscuits. And gonna knock him down on the other side, or knock him out of, you know, it's, I guess what the Halflings are probably doing is seeing, you know, where's their weak spot, where can we knock through them, and now this guy's like, I've had enough of it, I'm going home. Oh, who is that? Otho Green Bottle. And if you're reading something different, again, you're probably wearing your reading glasses. All right. Sewer Water Sallies. Yep, Snowball just decided to take a nap. He's like, nope, I'm not getting up. Screw all you guys. I'm staying right here. Then moving around to the left. Okay, so this Skaven know that the Halflings are not very fast, so they're just going to go ahead and cover that one area. They are going to send Ratman around the long way and move up some people on the other side. Nope, gonna get away from Morgan Thorg. That's, yeah, it's better than letting him go after you. All right, so now we are going to have a little bit of a blitz action here. Kick him out of the side, get still up in his face. On to Pygmy All Stars. And it looks like they're trying to build a cage here. You know, they really haven't been able to build a cage throughout this game. Now you have Morgan Thorg just out there rampaging. He's behind the Skaven and just slicing, dicing everywhere he can go. And knocking down everything he runs into. Although it's not exceedingly helpful, but although it's going to be helpful that he's got Biscuit covered there. And one of the other treemen takes root. Again, the Pygmy All-Stars just having a lot of bad luck here. All of them just sort of staying put. Oh, and then talking about bad luck, he slips and falls. The ball comes out of his hand, and once again it is loose. The ball, actually, he was in that greasy spot right there, all that blood on the field, so Well, that makes sense. I'm sure he slipped. And, yeah, just, now he's lying in a pool of blood. And Snowball still doesn't want to get up, but Ratman has gone around. He's grabbed the ball. He's going to go in for a touchdown, but the diving tackle takes him down. The ball is loose once again. They almost got a third point in one half. That is unheard of. 3 points is actually oftentimes a large score for a whole game, but in one half would have been nuts. And speaking of nuts, the Halflings are going there trying to get to the ball. Meanwhile, trying to cover as many as Skaven. They're like, you guys keep slipping through. We do not like this. They're going to go around the ball, build a little shrine around it. And, yeah, here goes Morgenthorg continuing to push through them. Now taking down, who was that again on that side? I forgot. Biscuit. And once again, the treatment now, all right, it is a ping pong ball. Going to throw Penguin over to one of the other trees. That other tree is going to, in fact, it's their star player, going to kick him down. And here's one of the others. On the other side, they can knock one of the others down. Don Knotts has been stunned. He won't be in this. Oh, no, Andy. I'm stunned on the ground. I'm really stunned that happened. I'm stunned. A little guy came up. A little Opie came up and hit me in the crotch. You got to punish that little bastard. I'm not sure that's quite how Barney Fife sounded, but that's how my Barney Fife sounds. It's my headcanon of the Andy Griffith Show. It's Don Knotts talking, oh, okay, Andy. I got kicked in the nuts by little Opie. Stop letting him direct episodes. Okay, and now he's running in from the far left. And he's so far to the left. Okay. Before I get into the inappropriate jokes, Salacious gets knocked unconscious. That is Salacious, the one who did the one-turn touchdown. Very, very fast. Very slippery, but they managed to do a diving tackle and took him down. However, what's his name, had to sacrifice himself going a green bottle. However, it looks like he knocked him unconscious, so who knows if Salacious is going to come back. That was kind of a wild risk they took. They're going to need Salacious for the second half, and they sort of sacrificed him for, for kind of a crazy run. And Morgenthorg, once again, just running around, knocking people down. I'd like to see Morgenthorg out during COVID just knocking down people without their masks. Just find anybody who's not wearing their mask and just go at them. And, all right, now Snowball getting knocked around like a pinball. As well, I'm convinced those tree men really aren't trying to win the game. They're just seeing who will come in, close to them. And now you've got Pygmy All Stars has it. Who is that? Green Bottle has it. And some of his friends are going to come back. They only have a couple turns left in this half. But, and they're going to go foul somebody. They're going, we're going to go a-fouling. Don't wait up for me, honey. I'm going a-fouling. And he fouled Ratman. Came out of the Arkham Asylum and was just like, I got a chicken leg, and I'm going to foul you. Oh, and the Skaven, once again, just, gluttons for punishment, just going up to these. Yeah, the treemen are taking root. They don't have to go anywhere, so they don't have to guard them. There's absolutely no reason to do that. But, of course, rats are not the brightest crayons in the box. So, they're just going up for the abuse. Now, you do have, all right, a blitz action. Not going to do much because they do have dodge. And then we're going to see anything happen here from Ratman. He's going to make a try for it. Oh, he's just going to go over to there to try to stop the guy, but stop the runner. He's going to cover him a bit. I don't know. There might be something happening here, but here comes a blitz action. Oh, not for Ratman. He's going to go after... Oh, he's probably going to clear the way to going after Don Knotts because there is still a possibility. The Halflings could go and get thrown by the tree. Yes, I did say they could get thrown by the tree downfield and get a touchdown. So let's see how that happens, if that works. They're going to, the star player is going to continue to stay in Snowball's face, but Morgenthorg is just running around, just rampantly attacking people. I don't know that there's much reason for his chaos. Biscuit is stunned, and Penguin once again gonna stand firm, just like screw you, I'm staying in your face. and they try to take down Ratman. Otto Greenbottle has injured himself trying to take down Ratman. I guess that's what happens when you take down Ratman. Ratman goes back to the Skaven, and but we're gonna go into the half. So now we're gonna see. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, they're going into the half. So now let's go to our zombie Howard Cosell to see what's going on in other games. Howard?
Hello and welcome to the halftime show. I am zombie Howard Cosell. Tonight's halftime entertainment has been canceled due to a wardrobe malfunction. Turns out the fur coat Beyonce was wearing raised from the dead, and she was devoured by mink. What a way to go out. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to say a sentence like that, folks. Alright, let's get to the other games. At the deli, where I ordered a ham sandwich on rye, hoagies and grinders were playing Mad Villains. The necromantic team got it first, running the ball down one side. The werewolves cleared the way while the ghoul ran in coverage. The dwarves tried to get to that side of the field, but slipped along the way, hurting their backs. That gave Methy a clear path to the touchdown, and the score was 1-0 Mad Villains. Kicking it off to hoagies and grinders, they push up the right side of the field while the werewolves try to tear through the ball carrier. Tear through to the ball carrier. They block the path of the slow-moving dwarves who just shift to the other side of the pitch. The werewolves are too fast for them though, and stop the run. In the second half, hoagies and grinders get the ball again and try to run up the side once more. They are stopped and have to shift to the center where they try to make a pass, but it is thrown wide, right into the hands of a werewolf, and Wolfie runs it in for a touchdown. Mad Villains second and the final score of the game. On to the Duckfest, where the Bashy Duckers meet Cruel and the gang. The orcs kick it off, and the Amazons have trouble picking up the ball. You try picking up a big skin with spikes on it. The orcs take advantage and rush in, but the Amazons get hold of the ball and start down the field. The Bashy Duckers make their way into the runner, and she shifts to the other side, throwing it to her teammate who is far down the field. Not far enough, apparently, as she is taken down, and this duckling guy picks up the ball and passes it to Sneaky Ducker. Alkena Nia will have none of that, and she takes him down, grabbing the ball. The orcs try to catch her, but she slips from their grasp and runs in for a touchdown. On to the second half. The ball goes to the Bashy Duckers, and they make a drive up the left side of the field. Cruel and the gang manages to break through their cage and get the ball. They slip to midfield, then to the left and pass it. But it is intercepted by number 6, the orc with a drinking problem and 7 kids with 4 wolves. Make that 6 kids with 4 wolves. Now 5 kids with 4 wolves. Looks like he needs more kids or fewer wolves. Anyway, he gives the ball to his little buddy Sneaky Ducker, who runs it downfield for a touchdown, tying up the game. And that is where we leave it at the end of it all. An exciting couple of games, and we would have more, but the other 2 games were not transmitted. They lost their internet privileges when the Troll production staff posted a bunch of conspiracy theories, so we won't be bringing you those games. But we can tell you that Jamie Ball was at the game, and it looks like she was having a lot of fun. Well, good for her. Let's now go back to the regularly scheduled Bloodfest.
Alright, we are back with the Skaven and the Pygmies, or Halflings, or Hobbits, whatever they are. Anyway, Pygmy All Stars gained 0 team reroll and Sewer Water Sallies who's none. So, once again, they're master chefs. They're making too good of a meal. I have no doubt that Halflings made great meals, but the problem is you got to make it pretty rotten. You got to eat it, or eat most of it, and then fart on it, and then poop some of it out, and rolls around in some of it, and then maybe the Skaven will eat it. Have it maybe out in the trash pile for a little bit, or the Halflings just ate the whole thing. So it could be either way. At this point, it's really difficult to tell. But regardless, it did not affect the game at all. Neither one gained a reroll nor lost one, and so Pygmy All Stars will have 1 reroll. Sewer Water Sallies will have 2. Sewer Water Sallies have done sort of the standard thing with the gutter runners midfield and a small line at the front. They're kicking off. There's a blitz. And now they're probably regretting having their gutter runner so far back, but they're going to place Logan near there, and they're going to... All right, they're going to kind of start guarding towards the side there. They're going to use up some of their blitz here just simply to protect against the, this side rather than running for it. They don't really need to run in, and do anything because, the Pygmy All Stars are going to have a hard time even catching up with 2. So, but they are going to make a little bit of a gap. So they're just going to knock him that way. Should have probably knocked him in a little bit if they wanted to make a gap, but they're not. They're just going to make a line of 3 of them. The Pygmy All Stars only have Largo Twin Toes in the back, so he's going to have to go get it on his own. They're just making this really strong line along the front, and the Sewer Water Sallies have gotten themselves to protect the one side. Baldy has now been injured, so he's going to be coming off the field, so there's now a gap somewhere in the center. They're over towards the right. Unfortunately, it's the wrong side for the Pygmy All Stars. But yeah, they're going to smash over there on that side, on the right side. They're also going to take Snowball down. He is KO'd, so the Rat Ogre is out of this half. Now here, the luck is finally going back to the Pygmy All Stars. They are having... Oh, I'd say that just as one of the treemen takes root. So, then maybe not quite so good. But Don Knotts is KO'd, so the Skaven are losing a lot of players. That is more par for the course here. Is you getting Skaven all knocked unconscious, not able to do a lot. However, unfortunately, the gap that the Pygmy All Stars have made is way on the right. The left side is well protected, but by the Skaven, well defended. But now the Pygmy All Stars are going to try to fill that gap. They are pushing on the right, but like way far away from their runner, so I don't know how well it's going to go. But now they're going to foul the one player on that side. And that is at least going to make Salacious been stunned. They're trying to basically knock him out of the game because Salacious, of course, can make that one-turn touchdown if they can take him out. And they're going to knock one of them out of the field. He is going to stand firm and stay right there. He's like, nope, no, I am not going out of there. That's Penguin. It is interesting how the Halflings, Pygmy All Stars, are basically protecting here on this left side, grabbing the ball and clearly going to try to make a run down the right. Or maybe they're not bothering with that. Maybe they're just going to try to beat up on Salacious just purely out of spite and to keep him out of the rest of this game. But at any rate, the Skaven are filling that area. They can easily run over and try to protect there. Although Greenbottle has been knocked unconscious, and so the Skaven are working away on that side. And now they're going in there. They're putting pressure once again on the runner. Oh, and here, talk about pressure. They are running in there. Who is that? That is Beethoven. Is running in to get into his face. Beethoven has been one of the better players throughout the career of the Sewer Water Sallies. As I say, they've been going through all these competitions. Oh, and yeah, the Morgenthorg is running over to continue to protect that. Oh, no, basically knocks Patches back and then runs back over to help Stampede on Salacious to get him out of this game. But now, now the treemen are having to sort of pull back again, possibly to protect the runner. Runner's going to go over there if he can get into, if it's Greenbottom, is that right? Twin Toes. If Twin Toes can get on his, oh, and trying to foul the player again. Salacious has finally been injured. Did they break his leg? No, he lost a point of armor, it looks like. But the referee has accepted the bribe, so he's going to turn the other way, and now the Halflings are going to go over to the center to try to protect. Oh no, they're running back to try to protect their runner. Oh, but the grass is still wet with all that blood, and he falls on his face. It was going to be pretty much the end of the turn anyway, so not a lot is lost. And the Sewer Water Sallies just run right around them. They are fast. Their legs just can carry them just about anywhere. Patches, even without their really, really fast runner Salacious, they can just simply get around and get into the face of the players. And of course, with Halflings having a small strength, it's easier to take them down even with Skaven. And yeah, he has blocks, so he is going to take Twin Tones down. He is stunned, and the ball's going to go right in between them, and Beethoven goes to pick it up. He turns, he runs, he's heading towards the end zone. He can't quite make it. Oh, he can get pretty far. And a little further, but just shy of the end zone. And so, I think he's out of range of everybody else. But wow. What a turnaround this has been. He's just within inches of having a score of 0-3 now, making it practically impossible for the Pygmy All Stars to get him, but they're going to still run back there, at least put pressure on him, make him do that end zone so they can maybe, possibly get a score in this game. I mean, it is physically, but oh, no, they're going to pick up a player. And Root Leg, Stone Trunk had thrown him. He's on his feet. Oh, I can't read his name. I forgot my glasses. But anyway, he's going in there, and Griffo Greenbottle has gotten to him, but he is now knocked unconscious. He sacrificed himself to get the runner, and it's still not going to do a heck of a lot of good because he's not stunned. He's going to be able to come up during his turn. But they might do a couple other things first, just in case. No, he's gotten it. He's stand up. Beethoven's run in. Beethoven gets a touchdown. 0-3. And this crowd is just crazy about it. They can't believe the speed of these rats. They just go in there. They get that ball. In fact, they've only it's only been their drive once, and they made the touchdown in one turn in that case. All the rest of them had been when the Halflings had the ball. So those two Halflings that we just saw, that with their faces on the ground, with their butts in the air, that kind of unfortunately says a lot about, it kind of defines what the game has been like for them on this particular game. As I said earlier, the coach is very good at this game, has trained them very well, but the luck really has not been on their side. Yeah, they have not been, and the Skaven have just stayed in their faces this entire time. The Pygmy All Stars have not even been able to create a cage to be inside of. Anyway, Skaven now actually being pretty close to the front. They're getting a little bit, a bit of confidence here. They've been saying back in the past, but this time kind of being like, hey, if we can keep going there, running up and grabbing the ball and running in, why don't we go for 4? Pygmy All Stars are going to try to stop that. They now have 2 players in the backfield. Going to try to get the ball and maybe have some protection. Brilliant coaching. Another re-roll. And the ball goes way back. This is one of the things. It's the kicker. His name is Stitch. The kicker, gaining the kicker ability is oftentimes overlooked. A lot of times people think, well, it's not used very often, so they don't get him. Oh, Snowball's down again. This time he's knocked unconscious again. He got knocked unconscious last time. He's getting knocked out again this time. Doesn't seem like the Skaven have needed it too much. Oh, and now there's one of them takes root yet again. That's just been really unfortunate. But anyway, going back to the kicker, what you're seeing in this game is the result of the kicker, because especially against a slow team, you get that ball back there, it is really tough for them to get it and make a successful drive. It's especially successful for a team like the Skaven, who are able to kick it really far back. The opposing team is not able to get that ball, and then they can run up and get it. But in general, the kicker is just one of those overlooked abilities, one of those overlooked skills that a lot of people don't see the value in it, don't realize how good of a skill it is, but it really does come in handy. You can choose, almost completely choose where the ball goes. You have a lot more control over it at least. And yeah, you wind up with situations like this where the opponent has to run back, get it, hopefully pick it up, run it all the way back, and it takes them a lot longer to score, and you have more time to break through and possibly steal the ball from them, as the Sewer Water Sallies have been doing. Now, you can see here that the Pygmy All-Star, the strongmen on it, have almost boxed in the Skaven, but they did not complete the box. They do have these 4 blocked in, but there are these guys on the outside, and now it looks like Logan's going to run in there. Is that right? I believe that is, let's see. No, Beethoven ran all the way in there and is already doing coverage right on his face, and they're already having to play defense, knocking him out of the way. He's going to start to create that cage. But if the if the ball player wants to run forward at all, he doesn't get to take his coverage with him, and he falls on his face. Once again, this is really a slick area, apparently, because that is where they have been sliding all the time. I mean, I think it's particularly bad on the bare feet, which, of course, the hobbits always are, although these are halflings, who knows. Anyway, oh, and he gets the ball and runs it. It looked like this guy threw a ball at him, but it was really his chicken leg. I don't know why you'd want to throw food away like that. But Beethoven has picked up the ball yet again, is heading towards the end zone, and then now the rest of the players are going and creating coverage. They did not protect against all of them, so, well, they're going to come up here and knock down this one. Take Logan out of there. Now that leaves this one open. He's going back there without any help. They're desperate at this point. So can Twin Toes take Beethoven down? Twin Toes is usually the ball carrier. No, he just pushes him back, and now they're going to try to surround him to keep him from going any further. Oh, no, or not. They're just going to kick around their players. Biscuit is knocked unconscious. They are losing players. If they can knock enough of them out and the Skaven cannot get them back, if the rolls would turn around and actually start hurting the Skaven. Oh, standing firm against the tree again. Penguin is stunned. But if they can knock enough of them out, then they can wind up with no Skaven, and then the Skaven can't really do anything against them. But it is going to be very difficult at this late stage of the game to answer back. Slinky is knocked out, so they are taking them down, but it is a little late in the game because there are only 3 turns left, and the deficit is 3, so there is no way for them to come back and tie. But the Skaven are going to see if they can push forward a little bit more and even gain a few, gain at least 1 more point. And Beethoven's going to slink around them, run around to the side. He's heading towards the touchdown, but he slips just shy of it. The ball goes free, or they are going to do a re-roll. We're going to see if he can still make it. He does. He gets in there. Touchdown, Beethoven. 0-4. I have never seen anything like it. I have never seen a shutout of 4 points before. This is insane. It's been the karma against. Oh, sorry, I'm just a little. Oh man, I'm just taken with that view. Oh, sorry about that. Got a little taken with the orcs there. Anyway, this has just been the perfect storm. You've had bad luck on the part of the Pygmy All Stars. They are All Stars, just like the name implies. They are very good at this game. Oh, look at all those knockouts. I'm not sure how many came back. Anyway, yeah, they're a good team. But Karma's just really been against them. The Skaven have been really using their speed. They've gotten that one player now who can go really, really fast, make a touchdown one turn. You have the kicker combining with the speed to make it so they can just run in there and grab the ball from them or take down their player and keep on running. Now you can see they're finally playing a bit of zone, going, we've got this. It's physically impossible for them to even tie us, so we'll just hold back. And you can see the Pygmy All Stars are basically just trying to have a good show of it. They're going to protect themselves in the center, see if they can't get themselves one. Oh my god, and there's the luck again. Blitz for this game. Somebody just got bribed here. Somebody really really made Nurgle happy, and and it's just completely on their side. I always feel like I'm saying a dirty word when I say that god's name. I might even be getting it wrong. Comment below. Give me all kinds of criticism. Give me your hate. I thrive on that. Make sure cancel bandwagon games. Make that trending as a hashtag. All right. So it looks like their gutter runners are wrapping around, running for that ball. Just gonna see if they can get a 0-5 result here. I mean, 0-4 has been unheard of. 0-5 is really, really unheard of. And the ball bounces once again. This is what I mean by the power of a kicker. The fact that the ball can just go so far back, become so difficult. Biscuit is KO'd. Now, like I say, and again, they're getting these knockouts, but the knockouts are just simply too late. It's just been bad luck. And here's the blitz running back to try to stop those from catching it. He does knock him down. Patches has been injured. It's going to be what? No long-term effect. He just sort of scratches back. And let's see if they knock out... oh, no, not going to knock out Snowball again. But they're... they are going to pinball him. Or no, okay. Standing firm. Penguin is dead. He stood firm just too many times. One too many times. It's just like, screw it, I'm staying there. But the Apothecary has saved his life. It would not have lasted past this game. It doesn't really matter. Would have been resurrected. But still, just out of the pride, they're going to save Penguin's life. And now Lotho Tomato has the ball, is running towards the center. It is now a quest. It's a quest of the halflings to see if they can get to the tree men, see if the tree men can throw them, and they can just get one touchdown. It is a total quest just to spike the ball in the fires of Mount Doom, in the fires of Mount Skaven touchdown. Anyway, the halflings, I was about to say they're taking the halflings to Isengard, but they're taking the hobbits to Isengard, but they're not taking, nobody's taking them there. They're trying to get there by their own volition. Oh no, and once again, here comes one of the Skaven running up on his side. It is Beethoven on his flank, and on the other flank over here, we are going to have Ratman, does a re-roll, knocks him back, Ratman! Lotho Tomato is KO'd, and the ball goes free. Where is it going? Goes right next to him. Ratman goes and grabs it, and he tries to go for it, but he slips and falls. He already used the re-roll to take down Lotho Tomato, and so the ball is now free. He was going to try to go for it. He could have stayed there just next turn running for a touchdown, but I get what he was doing, trying to get away from these three scary-looking halflings. But, of course, he was getting closer to this scary guy, who is going to go and get his friend. Beethoven is now going to be slashed up. Oh, nope. He had mercy and just knocked him over with his shoulder. This has been their all-star player. Morgan Thorg has really been doing everything that needs to be done on their team, just beating up the Skaven. It's too bad he didn't knock out more of them early on. But, you know, that's the way it goes. And we're on the last turn. The halflings cannot do anything. They can't really even get the ball. They're just going to try to stop the Skaven. At this point, it's just gotten like lower and lower expectations. First, let's get a touchdown. Then, first let's win the game. Then let's get a tie. Then let's just get one touchdown. Then it's let's just get as far as we can. Then it's stop the Skaven from getting 5 points on us. And now they have stopped Ratman, so they only have Beethoven can get to it. So now it's really just going to be a matter of, can Beethoven get there? The rest of it is just simply people walking around the field. So let's, yeah, okay. All right, so they're going to just kind of go over, just make sure there's no more funny business from the Skaven. Maybe run around. Don't run into that big oil slick. It makes everybody slip. All right, and here we go. Can Beethoven make it? He slips through. He gets there. He gets to the ball. He cannot. Oh, no, he got one more reroll. Can he pick it up? He gets, and it's slipping, and it drops into the hands of one of the hobbits. And that's how we end it. How appropriate. Well, we wind up with 0-4. Just an unheard of score. Unbelievable. Two teams really at their prime, but the luck was just not on the side of the Pygmy All Stars. A lot of karma. They must have really just, I don't know, they must have beaten up some old ladies last night, because it's just the karma's not on their side. But anyway, there's where your statistics are. You can see how much ball possession. It would be more ball possession on the part of the Sewer Water Sallies, but they just ran into the end zone so quickly. So anyway, that's the game. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll have more for you, so stay tuned and be sure to subscribe. Happy gaming, everybody!